What is your plan to decolonize the outdated education system in Jamaica and provide skills that are applicable in our fast-paced modern world?
Very good question. We have been suffering from a Eurocentric education system all our lives. We've learned to see the foreign masters as our superior. You saw that in our constitution. These two parties enshrined a foreigner as our head of state, and they have kept it that way to this day. The UIC is going to create what we call an Afrocentric education system. So we're going to make sure that our people see ourselves and see ourselves in the best light possible, but not in a fictitious way. We need to understand where we're coming from, why we ended up where we have ended up, and what we must do to extricate ourselves out of it. We have to also change the curriculum and move away from examination passing as the basis to now understanding three core elements. First, understanding yourself, who you are, where you came from, where you're going, what you need to do about managing you, your health, your mind, your body, your personality. Secondly, you need to understand human behavior. Not only ourselves as Jamaicans, but the rest of the world. How we deal with the Chinese, the Indians, the Europeans. What are their cultural bases and how do we interact with them to maximize our potential and not be tricked again by other people. And then thirdly, we have to understand money and economics. If you have a people who don't understand economics, don't understand money, they'll be tricked by their politicians who themselves are being tricked by brighter people. That's why, for example, we had a prime minister who signed off on a toll road arrangement that says they can never incur a loss. As long as they're running it, we, the taxpayer, must foot the bill. That's ridiculous. So we need leaders who are wise, leaders who are properly educated. And so for that, you have to train your young people, which is why the UIC has made it mandatory that every child receive the nutrition. Very important. If you don't eat properly, you can't learn properly. The nutrition, the education, the healthcare, and the housing that they need. If you have those four basic things in place for our people, then they can rise above all the other challenges the world presents before them.
What are your plans to help Jamaican farmers regain control of their seeds, reduce the use of harmful pesticides, and help Jamaicans profit from the marijuana growth in Jamaica?
Another great question. Now, as you know, Jamaica for many years was an agricultural powerhouse. We were the jewel in the English crown in producing massive amount of agricultural produce. Since the lands have been turned over to our own leaders, that has gone south. Why has it gone south? Because our political leaders have led us to become enthusiastic about and embracing of genetically modified seeds and foreign fertilizer, which has killed off our native species and have also ravished our lands and have made our farmers dependent on an economic model that is not sustainable. If you're not producing your own fertilizer, organic fertilizer, and if you're not saving and protecting your seeds, then you're losing your competitive edge. So the UIC is going to reverse that by returning Jamaica to an organic farming solution. We're also going to embrace the ideas of permaculture, which is making sure you bring a balance between the land, the people, and the environment in which we exist. So by balancing all of these and engaging in organic farming again, and doing so on a massive scale, similar to the Netherlands. Now, I've been to the Netherlands a few times. It's a small European country, but yet still they are the number two exporter of food in the world. A European country in a climate that does not have 12 months of near summer like we have. They don't have the quality land that we have. But as small as they are, they have used their intellect, they have used technology, and they have brought out the best in their situation. We are going to do the same here in Jamaica. We're going to learn from those who are doing the right things. We're going to build on what they have done, and we're going to raise Jamaica to another level. So our farmers must be seen like we see doctors and lawyers. So let's flip the script. So our farmers must be the highest paid people. They must be the most educated people. They must be the people who understand the economy the most. And so we have to build even schools. Our schools must be agrocentric. Okay, Afro and agrocentric, but not just rudimentary agriculture, powerful agriculture, scientific agriculture, where you maximize yield. So for example, you don't have to grow just flat, you can grow vertically as well. So you can maximize your space. You can grow on buildings as well. You can grow on rooftops as well. And you can integrate into that proper water harvesting, proper energy capture, and use all of that to maximize your people. So when we're finished, Jamaica is going to become the organic food capital of the world. We're also going to make that our tourism product by having community tourism across the entire country. So every community is now looking, smelling, and feeling like a tourist resort for the people, for us to enjoy, and then the tourists come in and become a part of that. They're going to see how we turn all of our land into food, how we turn our land into being very pleasing to the eye, how we integrate our people to enjoy the land, enjoy the surroundings, and live at a high level without diminishing the sustainability of our existence.
Are you planning on revisiting like some of those antiquated laws that are not protecting our country, especially the ones from large corporations, like large bauxite corporations? Do you have any plans of revisiting that?
Well, first of all, we plan to not reform but replace the existing constitution. So if you elect the UIC to government, you're electing us to not tinker with, play with, or try to adjust the existing colonial constitution. We're going to throw it out. So you're going to have a new constitution, a truly Jamaican constitution, one that will protect the life, liberty, and property rights of Jamaicans, one that's going to ensure that every Jamaican has the ability to live, earn, and retire with dignity, one that's going to ensure that every child has the nutrition, education, and healthcare they need to succeed, and one that's going to ensure that Jamaica as a population is fully sovereign and every individual citizen is seen as and protected as a sovereign person.
I hear everybody complain about crime, but I also think that garbage and how we as a people treat garbage is an issue, is our whole mindset. Do you have any plans of your party to try to change that mindset of our country and to clean up the country physically?
Absolutely. And let me be very clear about this. We should not blame the citizen for how dirty and unkempt the country is. A country's cleanliness is determined by its leaders. It's like if you have a household, if the parents are not in charge, the kids are going to mess up the place. If you have a community and there's no plan for proper garbage collection, proper garbage disposal, regular sweeping of the streets, and building a culture of cleanliness in the minds of the citizens, you're going to get a dirty society. And that's what we have in Jamaica. We have dirty politicians, so we have a dirty society. The moment we have clean politicians who love and respect our country, who love and respect our people, you'll see a change in the way we govern ourselves. So a UIC government is going to insist on a clean and green society. So everywhere you go must be clean, and everywhere you go must be green. We must have plants, trees, shrubs, edging that are carefully and well maintained 12 months a year. Not little bola work at Christmas time, but Christmas work. No, you must have that pride in yourself 12 months a year, 365 days a year. We must keep Jamaica clean, keep it looking beautiful, and allow our people to feel like tourists in their own country, and then let tourists come and enjoy it along with us. It's time for us to move away from the idea that because Emancipation Park is in front of one of the biggest businesses in Jamaica, then they must look nice and clean. Let's bring Emancipation Park to every community. Let's make every community a tourist community for the people of Jamaica, and then we'll have more tourists and we'll have more money in our communities.